Lions TV, this is your post-match analysis video for yesterday's 6-1 friendly win against Bromley. I've had a little bit of a stinker with this one. So someone told me the game was on. I was quite nearby anyway, so I shot down there quickly. I watched the game, and then on the way home to drop my boy off because he was with me, I posted the result. I then come in and fell asleep, and then I woke up like sort of 3 hours later. I checked social media, and the club hadn't put anything out, and I was like, oh shit. So I took my post down and waiting for the call to be in trouble, which I haven't, luckily, touch wood. And then I've waited all day today for the club to put something out, and they finally put it out, but they just said minutes in the tank, and they haven't actually said the score. You might just saw my cat then, by the way. However, you know, teasers throughout the day from the club with goals that were scored. So I think that I'm okay to talk about it now. I am going to talk about it now. It was a behind closed doors friendly. First and foremost, the players played in their training kit. So if anyone asks me for any exclusives on the kit, loads of people ask me on social media. They played in the new era, sort of light blue, dark blue training kit. Pre-season friendlies, we played Bromley most years. It was at Kelmont Road. And it's more about not performances or goals, but it's more about minutes in the tank, dusting off the cobwebs. And I'm sure Gary Rowett would have gone into that practice game yesterday knowing that we was going to win the game. Of course, I'm sure Bromley did as well. However, they did take the lead in the game, which we'll go on to shortly. They would know that we're going to win this game. So Garrett will probably say, look, go sort of 70%. Don't go flying into tackles. Don't get injured, etc., etc. There was two teams. One in the first half, one in the second half, as we always do as a club, no matter who's the manager. We've done it for a long, long time, as long as I can remember. So let's look at the first 11 that started the game. It was George Long in goal, Chinakoli, Jake Cooper and Sean Hutchinson were the three centre-backs. George Honeyman did actually play right wing-back, that isn't a mistake. Joe Bryan left wing-back. George Saville alongside Romain Esse. He actually played in the centre of midfield. Again, that isn't a mistake. And then Zian Fleming in behind Tom Bradshaw and Andreas Volsammer. So yeah, the two positions there that looked like what was George Honeyman, right wing back, which he was, and Romain Esse, who was actually my pick of the players in the first half. He played behind Fleming. Fleming was in a 10. Listen, it is about minutes in the tank. It's not about performances. You wouldn't have even known that Zian Fleming was out there yesterday, and he's probably, you know, taking it nice and easy. As well as a lot of the others were, just sort of getting, as I said, dusting the cobwebs back off. The game starts. Honeyman looked ridiculously lost at right wing back. I'm not sure whether they're playing him there because now Shackleton's gone. We have no understudy to Danny Mack, or no competition for Danny Mack, and with us signing a few more players further up the pitch, it may put Honeyman in the wilderness, or it might be because he's got experience, because he's got legs, and we might be trying to, you know, coach him into playing in that role. He'd need plenty of it because he didn't play well at all. He was terrible, in fact, Honeyman. And I like him as a player. He's not a right wing back, and you could see he kept getting caught out of position, balls over his head, people went behind him. He actually was at fault for the goal. He tried to knock it back across the line to George Long, and between them it just went straight to a Bromley striker who tapped in for 1-0. So that was 1-0 up. But as I said, Romain Esse was the pick for me in that first half. Absolutely brilliant. Close control, sensational. Distributing the ball. I actually didn't know he was left-footed. I couldn't even tell that until I watched that game. But left foot and right, brilliant with both feet as well. And he really looked, you know, getting out of tight areas by going around players. And I know it's only Bromley, but you can only, you know, go by what you've seen. And he looked really strong, Esse, in that central midfield. So that's absolutely blown my mind going into the coming season. Will Rowett go for him in that position and Honeyman as right wing back, or pretenders to the crowns of those positions? Only time will tell. We went behind 1-0, as I've said, and we came back literally straight after. Some good work, a shot from Fleming, probably one of his only touches in the half. It's blocked, and Andreas Volsammer, left foot, absolute fizzed one past the keeper. Absolutely fantastic strike. Not long after, ball through the middle. Volsammer this time assists Bradshaw, and we're 2-1 up at half time. So then at half time, of course, the complete 11 change, and this was the second half 11. Bob Bolkowski in goal. Murray Wallace, Alex Mitchell and Ryan Leonard, the three centre-backs. Danny Mack, right wing-back. Nino Abdulmalaki, left wing-back. Billy Mitchell and George Evans. And it was Duncan Watmore in a 10 behind Idemo Imaku and Kevin Nisbet. They came out like an absolute house on fire in the second half. I know you all can't wait to hear about Nisbet. He was good. He was very strong. Again, no disrespect. It was Bromley. He was involved in a lot going forward. He, of course, got to go as well. He's looking to break lines. He's looking to collect the ball wide. He's looking to cut in. And he looked like a complete striker. He looked like he had a lot to his game in that short glimpse that I got of him. In 45 minutes, he hit the post. He hit the post, not the boast. The keeper made a brilliant save. Can't even speak. Tipped one just over the bar. But the third goal, which was just after half-time, he was involved in. It's a great long diagonal from Alex Mitchell, who looked very comfortable in the back three, distributing a very good ball. He was vocal. He looked assured at Big Al. I'd love to see him round it this year. He swung a big long diag. Nisbet takes it wide left, cuts inside, lays it back. Nino Abdelmalaki, remember the name, one touch, absolute zing. I was right behind it. Great goal in off the post. He absolutely ran the show from left back in that second half, left wing back. I will be very surprised if he wasn't around it this season. Of course, we've got Joe Bryan now, but Nino Abdelmalaki is a player that needs to be around our first team. Very, very good. Very, very confident. Just looks better and better every time I see him. Literally 2 minutes later, Ryan Leonard slots one into Duncan Watmore, who'd been, come on the second half, full of beans, powerfully running through the middle. It's almost, as he takes it, it's a turn as well as a control, spins the Bromley defender inside out and then turns him back inside again and dinks one over the keeper. He's also gone for a hot dog at this point and he's on his arse. If you haven't seen it, that one and the Abdelmalaki goal, they're both on the club's official Twitter feed, so take a look at that if you can. So we're 4-1 up literally within 3 minutes of the second half kicking off, and then after that it was a little bit of keep ball. We did add to the goals, and then Nisbet gets his goal. Abdelmalaki again down the left. A little bit of a wayward cross or a deflection, I'm not sure, because as it came in, the Bromley keeper sort of fell backwards and didn't really deal with it, and sort of parried it back into the area. By this point, he's on the floor and he's parried it right in line with the penalty spot. Nisbet calls it, comes in, cuts across it. There's the picture, fires and scores in the roof of the middle of the goal. Brilliant. He was great to get off the mark. And as I said, he looked like a complete striker to me, but it is early days. After that, one final goal. He was playing up front with Amaku. Nisbet was left, Nisbet was right, running through the middle until Amaku was bombing around him, doing bits, and that's exactly how the final goal comes. A long ball over the top again, I'm not sure where it's from, could have been Alex Mitchell. Nisbet comes from left to central, brings it down his chest, gets taken down by two Bromley players, and actually was down injured for a second, but he was fine. He got up after the goal, but my heart was in my mouth for a minute. And then Amaku sort of gets released with a defender chasing him. He's going wider and wider and wider. And I thought, well, he's going nowhere there. And he's fucking as calm as you like. Sticks it back across the goalkeeper with his left foot on the angle of the box. Really good finish from Idemo Amaku. Good to see him getting amongst the goals. And again, him up front as a striker. Okay, I didn't think that would happen, but he looks all right. Looked pacey. He's quite a big lump as well. So definitely good minutes in the tank. Definitely new positions found by the look of it for some players, and the team played in the training kit. Yeah, that's my roundup for the game. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a little bit last minute. The set is sort of in between sets. We're going to be going with a new set next season. I've just put those ones up for now. But yeah, look, sorry it's late, but those were my reasons. There were the goal scorers. Nisbet looked great. No new kit. And if I could pick two players out, first half I would say Romain Esse, second half Nino Abdelmalaki, and the new signing looked decent. Bradshaw as well, still amongst the goals in the first half. And that's your lot. I'll be back. Of course, we are away to Gillingham on Saturday, so you get some content from Pikey Land. Please subscribe to Lions TV. Come on, you Lions.